Hello everyone, so GGG has decided to share with us the upcoming changes in patch 0 to age. It is expected to arrive later in the week. They first announced this some days ago, but I didn't want to do a video on it because I think it was a little bit early and it would be premature because they haven't really disclosed everything. And I don't think they have disclosed everything yet, but I think this is like 80-90% of the patch. That's what my intuition tells me. So I think we have enough for a video, and let's delve into the patch. So first thing, guys, this is a nice patch, right? Positive. The game is improving. I only wish they didn't take that garbage 2 weeks of holiday and made tons of people quit because the people were at the end of their patience, and that vacation went on and on and on, and people quit, and I can't really blame them. They are really very bad at this. But these patches are nice, so if they weren't delayed by 2 weeks, that would have been nice. Okay, let's go on. So they are bringing some features from Path of Exile 1. They are bringing private leagues. I do not care for private leagues at all, but I guess there will be. So at first they will be without any modifiers, without anything special. You will just be able to create private leagues. Then I think they will improve that feature. As I said, I do not care about this, and I will not care about this, so for me it doesn't mean anything. But yeah, I guess there will be some people, maybe I will care in the future, right? There's always that option. I normally wanna get something tangible out of my playtime. So for example, I do a map, right? I gain 10 exalted, 50 exalted, whatever it is, I improve, right? In the private, I mean, it has to be very funny, very enjoyable. Otherwise, I won't just be interested in it. But yeah, this is too personal. Let's move on. This was featured in the previous post they made. Quick currency use buttons on strong boxes and essences. So guys, it will show the currency that you can use without opening your inventory, without clicking on it. So you just press the button on top of the strong box or the essence, and it will use the currency. I think it will only show you currency from your inventory. So the video that I did the other day, what should you carry in your inventory, is I think becoming a little bit more important now. We want I would say alchemy orbs definitely, and wall orbs, and we do get magic items with potential pretty often. So I think augmentations are also a good idea, and always ID scrolls, wisdom scrolls. So those 4 would be enough, and maybe a few maps that you wanna do in the near future if you are mapping. Of course, if you are not mapping, there is no need. So it will act in a smart way. So for example, if you have an unidentified strong box, it will display only a wisdom scroll. If you have one modifier, magic, it will display augmentation. If it's a normal one, it will display transmutation and alchemy. I would say exalted orbs are not worth it. Regal orbs are not necessary. Alchemy, augmentation, and wall are fine. Wall is going to be used for essences. I don't think you should wall strong boxes. There is no need. Alchemy is very fine if it's non-magic. If it's magic, I will just click on it. I will not bother. Maybe I'll do augmentation, but definitely I'm not going to ID it and augmentation it and regal it, whatever it is, right? If it's magic, I'll just do it. If it's non-magic, magical, if it's normal, I'll just slap the alch on it, and on essences I will do the wall, right? This is pretty good though. It saves you a lot of time. Open the inventory, click on the currency, click on the item, right? This is nice. A breach, they outdid themselves, guys. So you might recall I recently complained about, well, I do complain a lot, but I recently complained about this very thing. So guys, I think looting in breach is a very toxic experience, right? That was my complaint. You do a breach, you get like 70 splinters, like 10 or 15 of them are in groups of 5, like maybe again the similar amount is in group stacks of 2 or 3, and the rest is one by one. Imagine guys, 50 times one stacks, or like 40 times. It's terrible. It takes, I mean, you have to go around and click them all. It takes such a long time and so useless, right? It's also not worth much, so you don't want to leave it on the ground to not waste potential, but also picking them up is also a little bit of a torture. So I was hoping for, you know, the auto pickup, which I knew they would never do, right? They only keep the auto pickup feature for gold, right? They do not allow anything that takes up inventory space to be auto picked up, right? So they said, when they said they will be doing, they will be making breach splinters to drop in bigger stacks. I like that, but that was also a little bit silly because, you know, you get a lot of one drops, right? They will be canceling all of those to make bigger drops, and how would you be able to keep the number of the splinters that drop on the same frame, right? You will either lose or gain, and they have improved upon this thought. They are doing something wonderful. So there are multiple changes coming in for breaches. First of all, if the breach is happening in a tight place, you do not get mini spawns. They are going to optimize that. The variance in breaches will be a little bit lower. And also, guys, as you know, in breaches, when you kill stuff, the breach gets longer, right? Sometimes you feel like the breach is going for ages. That's because, you know, you keep killing and you're extending the timer. And sometimes it just collapses very quickly. So the no-kill timer has been increased from 12 seconds to 20 seconds. What that means is, guys, you click on the breach, right? It's, you know, in a very narrow space. There is literally no space for the monsters to spawn, and you can barely kill a few, and it just collapses on itself. So your breach is wasted. So in order to combat this, they are going to increase the spawns in narrow places, and they are going to bring the minimum timer for a breach up from 12 seconds to 20 seconds. And also the extension that you get will account for master power. So when you kill magic and rare ones, the breach timer will extend further than what you would get from killing normal ones, right? So this means the breaches will last quite much longer. And guys, here comes the bomb. I love it. So at the end of the breach, it will vacuum up all the breach splinters that drop and drop them all in your location, I think, in a single stack. So guys, for example, you do a very nice breach run, you get 65 splinters, you know, in groups of 1s, 2s, 5s, 7s, whatever it is. They will vacuum all that up and they will drop 67 splinters at your feet. Insane. I love it, right? And you know, that can make me go breach again, right? Yeah, this is pretty lovely. Wisps are also getting improved. They have also talked about this. When you activate 2 wisps, you know, one of them is bound to run away from you most of the time. So they will go to the same rare always now. So guys, for example, you are chasing a wisp, right? It's going to rare A, right? And you find another wisp, it's not going to go to rare B, but rare A, which the first wisp has already targeted, right? That's nice, but of course, you know, this is very uncommon. It just saves you some frustration, but I don't think this is very real. The real thing is, guys, the fox and the rabbit spirits were extremely rare. Their spawning frequency will be increased by a factor of 3, right? So they will be 3 times more common, and we will see more fox talismans and rabbit talismans. Rabbit talismans are up to like 8 divine now. They are insane, right? They are just so extremely rare. I mean, guys, I have a lot of playtime, and I have seen the rabbit, I think, like 4 times or 5 times in total, and no charms whatsoever. No talisman, I'm sorry, not charm. And rogue exile visibility improvements, well, they were not really very visible, but you know, I don't think this is a very real change either. So they will be lighted differently so you can see them. And you know, there was the annoying thing with the HP bar. You just enter the map, you get a rogue exile HP bar on top of the screen, and you would be, you know, driving out of your mind, driven out of your mind to find it, right? Where is it, right? The thing is, that was happening because, you know, I just read this. Their aggro range is huge, so they would aggro at you, but you would not know where they are, right? So several screens away from you, and they would aggro at you, and because they aggro at you, the HP bar would appear on your screen. We have the same thing with Delirium mini bosses. I'm sure you have seen that happen as well. They didn't say anything about those, so they are going to reduce the aggro range of the rogue exile. So you should not be seeing the HP bar on top of your screen out of nowhere, and they will be now more visible. Now these are very minor, but you know, no harm, right? They are quality of life improvements, and they are going to make further item drop improvements. The perfect jeweler's orbs, level 20 skill gems and spirit gems were very, very rare, right? Especially the spirit ones. Now they are going to have a much higher drop rate. That means, guys, if you have any of those, sell them right away, right? Their value is going to drop big time. I think this is nice. I mean, maybe you could make some money out of flipping these, but you know, being able to get your own is a nice thing, and they do not, them not costing an arm and a leg is nice. Also, this will also reduce the prices of level 21 gems, because you know, if we get more level 20 gems, we can produce more level 21 gems via corrupting them. So I really did not like paying 2-digit divines for skill gems, guys. You know, for example, you want to go level 21 lightning spear with 5 sockets and 20% quality on it. I mean, be prepared to pay 10, 11 divine, whatever it is. I don't know the exact market right now, but they were around that level, because, you know, the regular stuff would cost like 2 divine, and corrupting it and getting a 21 is, you know, somewhat likely, and the price would shoot up to 10. Right, that's going to be nice. As I said, if you have any of these perfect jeweler's orbs, level 20 skill and spirit gems, just sell them right away. After the patch hits, they will drop hugely, so you can make a profit on it. And we have a few more item labels additions. For those not using, oh, okay, they are going to improve the visibility of tablets and logbooks. And chests, well, chests will be on the ground, but you know, for those that do not use filters, the visibility of expedition chests will be improved. That's not bad, because you know, the white ones, especially the normal ones, are very, very bland. You know, it would help. I mean, the chests, the logbooks and tablets, of course, I am using a filter which make their color different, so they are visible. Shrines. Yeah, I was complaining about the greed shrine as well. I guess I was complaining about kind of everything. So the greed shrine convert all of your drops into gold. Who the hell would want that? I mean, if you are not dropping gold in the 100,000s, who would want that? Why would I want my, you know, exalted orb drop replaced with a 2,000 gold pile? Right? That's just not worth it. Right? The corrupting shrine is also pretty bad, because you know, you get a very nice rare with a lot of potential, right? For decent modifiers, and you can't do exalted on it, you can't do quality on it, you can't do sockets on it, right? It's pretty bad. So they are disabling those shrines, and the rare shrines like the diamond shrine and divine shrine, one of them makes you invulnerable, and one of them makes you crit all the time. They will be a little bit more common, and the shrine durations will be increased. Some of them will last around 90 seconds, which is pretty good, right? And some of them go 60 seconds. So this makes it more viable to think about the Atlas points that are interacting with shrines, right? Especially there is one pretty good for leveling. You know, there is a one that gives you double XP. There is also something that extends the duration of that one, and there is also another that increases your chances of getting that one shrine. So these buffs might make it more viable to go for shrines. I have not gone for shrines, but yeah, could be. We are adding ritual stash tab. Okay, I mean, we'll buy it, I guess. I mean, guys, no matter how much I complain, I like this game, right? As you can probably tell, it's a good game, but they have reduced its potential by quite a bit by slacking way too hard. Sadly, I hope they will be able to bring the game back. These patches are pretty good, though. We are also adding a socketable stash tab which will hold all your runes, talismans, and soul cores. Goodbye my money. Yeah, I'll buy this as well. This tab comes with a button that allows you to upgrade your runes from one tier to the next instead of having to use the reforging badge. That's actually pretty premium, yeah, pretty nice. I mean, I will not be doing that because, you know, you use the lesser ones and the normal ones when leveling, but still it's a nice thing to have. These will be shortly for so selling. Okay, sure. I mean, I'll wait for the discount and buy them. Miscellaneous other improvements. Corridor skill arbiter flash. Bindable actions for quickly allocate. Yeah, I mean, quality of life, but you know, no big deal. I guess if you are respecting quite a lot, this could help. I mean, it's definitely not bad. We've added a new batch of submissions for Twilight Reliquary Key. Charms will be able to go into the flask stash tabs or marked as flask tabs. Quick travel button for town. Yeah, I mean, not bad, right? That's the best one. Control right click. You can filter by item tiers. Okay, and yeah, estimated deployment timeline by the end of the week. Yeah, that's what they said. Hopefully they will be able to keep the schedule up. This is a very good patch. I like it. As I said, if only if this stuff wasn't delayed by that huge vacation they took. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Looking forward to this patch, and you know, feel free to, you know, offer up your own opinions, and I will see you in the next. Bye bye.